Hey guys, today I'm here to do a to be read pile for November. Now I'm dubbing this month catch-up month because it's getting to the end of the year and I have some library books that need to be taken back. I have some books that I've sort of started and not finished. I've got a couple of writing books which I'll be using during November, and I have my Halloween pile which did get touched. A lot of the books that I was talking about in the start of the month, I guess, I was going to read, but I picked up some other ones along the way and they were pretty heavy-handed, and after a while I'm like, I just need to take a break from ghosts and death and things like that and just relax. So I'm going to show you the leftover ones from October because I really don't think I'm going to get to them. I'm still 30 pages into Unaddressed in Blood, so I really need to get onto that the rest of this week. But I'll do my to be read early, and of course, obviously I'm not going to read every one of these books. It's being a little bit optimistic, but whatever I read, and if I add books into the pile, I add books into the pile. So that's the way it goes. So we have Eon by Alison Goodman, Possessed by Gretchen McNeil, and Born Wicked by Jessica Spotswood, which were left over from October, the Halloween pile. So I'm hoping to read one of these. If I can read more, that would be fabulous, but my aim is to read one of these for you guys because I kind of stopped off there. But that's the plan, so one of those. And then the two books that I will be hopefully reading in November during NaNoWriMo is What If. I have to kind of put this in the sun because it got stuck in my bag yesterday. I had a bit of a cry. It got all water damage because my bottle leaked. A lot of my books did. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty shitty. And it was a brand new book. But life happens, so I'm sticking this in the sun and hoping that, you know, for the next couple of days it will be dry enough to start reading. So I'll be using this through Nano. Also, going back and reading No Plot, No Problem. I always read this during November or during Nano. Just kind of gives me a kick, and it's a really helpful book, and it keeps me on track as well. And it gives me something to read at the start of each week, and reminds me that I'm not alone. So if you have not picked up this book for Nano, go check it out. I think they have it on their website, but you can also find it on Amazon and those kind of places as well. And I think you can get a kit as well, but I just got mine normally. Then I have 3 books that I think I started in August or the end of July or maybe even September. I can't even remember when I did, but that is, and they have dust on them. I don't know where that come from. Lopsided by Meredith Norton, which was my random reads for whatever month it was. So I'm a little bit through it, and it's a non-fiction book, so I like reading non-fiction books during November. Sophie Kinsella's 20s Girl, which I believe was, it was for our Brewing Tea Bag channel, which I have not been doing very well with, even though part of it, one of the main people in the channel. So I really need to get into this, and I think it'll be a really good read for November as well, because I really like reading like light books, and this is a light book, and I just was not in the mood for a light book when this book came around to reading it. I was in the mood for heavy books, but now I'm not really in the mood for 2 heavy books, so this one is going to come back in. And it just seems, it's a good story. It is a good story. So I think, this is a time to read it, and I would really like to finish it too, so, yeah. This is a maybe. I'm hoping to get to it. I am so freaking behind in this series. It's not even funny. I can't even remember what book's out now. But this is the 4th book in the J.R. Ward's Black Dagger Brotherhood series, and I love this series, guys. I love it. I sort of started reading it, and then got distracted, so cheers to hoping I might be able to pick it up again. And the last few books are library books that I may or may not have shown you, but some I definitely have not shown you. There is some sort of chips between them. Don't know how that got there. But so The first book is Barefoot Season by Susan Mallory, and I read, God, I can't remember even the title of the book. I read a Susan Mallory book last year, and I really regret selling it because I really want to read it again, but I'll pick it up one day. And it has the same kind of cover as this, and I love these covers. But I really liked the story, and this is her, I guess, new one for this year. And so I picked it up, and it's chick lit. I know I've got shitloads of chick lit on my shelf already, but I saw it in the library and I'm like, yeah, I'll have that. Then Amplified by Tara Kelly, probably one of the next books that I read. Daniel Stein, Interpreter, and that along with Two Rings, A Love Story of War, and these ones are set in the war period around the time of the Holocaust and Auschwitz and things like that. So I'm looking at the back, sorry guys. So these two books are going to be very heavy-handed, and I'm thinking maybe at the end of the month, if not somewhere in between, because I would really like to read them, and I don't want to hold them back from the library. So especially this one, I'm considering, this is a very maybe book because it's so big and it's such a intense subject. This one I would really like to read because I really like reading memoirs and romance and stories and stuff like that. So maybe we'll see. We'll see, guys. And the last two books I got from the library, I got Dirty Secrets: A Daughter Comes Clean About Her Mother's Compulsive Hoarding by Jessie Scholl, which is something that I am always fascinated about. I'm always fascinated about hoarding, and organising, so they're like of two different spectrums. And I have a book on my Kindle. I think it's a fictional story, I hope. But this one is a non-fiction story, or non-fiction book rather. It's not really a story, but yeah, well, it is a story. But anyway, let's move on. So yeah, that's and I really like this cover. I think it's really cool because it's all dark and like nighttime, and all you can see is all this shit through this window. And that's what I imagine my room's gonna look like during Nano. It's just gonna be a pile of crap everywhere. So that's that one. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I kind of picked this book up because of the cover, because it like these colours are so my favourite colours together. But it's called The Secret Children by Alison McQueen. Two girls born of two worlds belonging to neither. I thought this cover is so freaking beautiful, and it's set in 1925 in India, in a tea plantation, and it says a land of songs and stories, a life of hidden truths. And if you guys want me to go into more detail about this one, I would love to. This is one of the, I guess, top books that I want to read during November because it's just so beautiful, and I can just tell that I'm going to enjoy the story. So it's historical, guys. I'm reading historical again. How fun is that? Well, most of these books are historical books. So that is The Secret Children. I'm not going to say Secret Garden again. So that is my plan for October. Sorry guys, I just bumped my November. We'll move on. And I have a couple of extra, I think I've got about 6 more Nano videos to come for you guys, like tips and tricks and stuff like that. If you have seen my prompts system, you'll know that there's videos coming up for that. And I'm hoping to do a review on Anna Dressed in Blood by the end of this month, fingers crossed. And I'll probably do a review on another book that I read called Creating Fate. I was going to do it like after I read the whole trilogy, but I don't know when I'm going to get to the rest of the books, so I just thought I'd do it now. If I don't get around to it, it'll be in my wrap up anyway. So those are the books that I'm going to be trying to attempt to read. And yeah, so if you have any questions about any of these books, just let me know. I'll let you know anything about them. I'm pretty sure you can find all of them on Goodreads. And yeah, so I shall talk to you guys later. Bye.